When I met with Corsair at PAX Prime 2016, they posed a challenge. They told me that they had seen my review of the Phanteks EnthooEvolve TG and knew that I planned to use it for my personal rig update, which is coming, by the way. I have all the internal components now. I'm just waiting on a few things for the actual mod because I want to kind of do it all together. They claimed that they had a new case for me, something that would win me over from the Evolve TG, the Corsair 570X. That was a big statement. I love the Evolve TG, but they seemed genuinely confident, so I decided to give them a chance. And spoiler alert, it is a wonderful case, but I'm not going to actually spoil the big ending just yet. For that reason, I will give it the same treatment that I gave the Evolve TG. I'm going to be rather hard on it, but out of love instead of hate. Let's begin. The Phoenix Autor is a full-size, minimalist-designed keyboard complete with gold-plated Cherry MX Brown switches. Click the link in the video description to learn more. Immediately upon setting your eyes on the 570X, you'll likely be momentarily stunned, while the reason for your state slowly dawns on you. That glass. She's got all that glass. Both sides, the top, the front. They feature all-encompassing glass panels held on by delicately padded bolts that are inserted into rubber-wrapped female thread points. Damn. The top of the case features your I/O with two black USB 3 ports, a headphone and microphone jack, and a solid power button with white backlighting, along with color, speed, and mode buttons to control the 3 included RGB fans that are in the front of the case. This is pretty awesome, and I like the idea here, but the follow-through, not quite so much. Remember, I'm being hard on the case out of love. The power button LED doesn't sync with what the fans are doing, it's just a static white LED. And the same, more importantly, goes with the Corsair logo LED on the side of the power supply basement. It's not a huge deal, but still. If they had all synced together through Corsair's RGB controller, it would have added an extra layer of polish, which would have been very nice. Moving to the inside of the case, I understand that they may have left the right-hand side open to facilitate the installation of thick radiators in the front or other water cooling components like pumps or reservoirs. I'm not a huge fan of the move. I'm trying to hide the cable mess, man, not show it off. Again, this is out of love, but where's the optional cover piece that I could screw in from the kind of top here? Most people probably won't have anything to the right of the motherboard. There are no drive mounts or anything like that, and if you're not doing custom water cooling, then it's probably an empty space because you'll put your AIO in the top. One that I don't mind completely, but one that certainly would look dumb with cables poking out of it. Moving to the top of the case for a moment, we have the expected mounting points for the easy installation of an all-in-one water cooling radiator. Remove these 2 thumb screws below it and just, slide it out. Nice. This is a huge thing for me, enabling the user to fuss with the installation of their radiator away from the cumbersome case is great. But what isn't great here is the implementation of the filter. You unfortunately have to remove the glass on the top of the case in order to access it. I think this could have been made easier by allowing it to slide out of the back or even maybe from the side, although that might have required a change in how the glass works, so probably not. That brings us to the right side of the case, which is a big challenge for any glass or open style PC enclosure. So how are they hiding the messy stuff? First up here, we have 2 easy-to-use squeeze-mount 2.5-inch trays that will put your SSDs on display, which is pretty awesome. The cables need only short runs down to the power supply area, which is not bad either. The plug-in location for the Corsair RGB Fan Power Hub is just to the left and feels like a solid compromise between cable management and positioning, as it is centrally located, meaning that you can reach it at all, which is good. It manages up to 6 fans, the 3 included SP120 RGB fans in the front, and up to 3 more SP120 RGB fans. That's right, only those. This hub is not compatible with HD120 RGB fans. The hub runs up to a control box that for most people will do nothing, since pressing buttons on the top is a lot easier than taking off a glass panel just to adjust the mode or color or speed of your fans. but it can function standalone if you take the top panel off for some reason. Then we have the hard drive trays. Corsair opted to have them sort of upside down, that is showing the bottom of the drive. This will make them easier to install and make it so that your SATA cables don't have to squish against the wall, but it will also leave you probably showing off a green PCB that, now I'm guessing here, probably doesn't go along with the aesthetic of your build, especially if you're getting a glass case. Not ideal, but I'd probably be standing here complaining about the difficulty of mounting a drive that is flat mounted against the wall if they did it the other way, so I guess that sucks to be Corsair. There was no completely right answer here. Bringing us finally to the cable management bar. When I first laid my eyes upon this magnificent piece of metal, I was filled with excitement. So this is how they decided to solve the cable management issue of a see-through case. Brilliant, in theory. In practice, not entirely. The sheer girth of the cables that need to ram up into its passage in order to plunge through the rubber grommets into the motherboard compartment, I think it's just more than she can handle. Even with our relatively standard setup of hardware, John had to screw it from one side while I held it down and offered some encouragement from the other. I mean, high five for collaboration, but not everyone will have such a good and trusted friend around when they need to put the finishing touches on their build. Leaving with nothing left but to dive, tired yet satisfied, into the conclusion, the Corsair 570X is priced at $170, right in range with the Enthoo Evolve TG, whose price varies a bit based on what color you choose and whatnot. The fight is close, and honestly just comes down to some preference differences. Personally, I'm going to stick with my Evolve TG, but only because I already planned my mod for it, and I don't want to make any more decisions on this rig. I don't want to decide between the two of them. I just want to get my personal rig done. The mod parts are being shipped right now. Anyways, what do you guys think about the 570X? Let me know down below. If you aren't familiar with Massdrop already, they're a community where users discuss products that they're interested in buying, and then Massdrop follows that up, talks to the manufacturer, and negotiates a bulk order at a discounted price. Today, Massdrop is featuring the Westone 30 in-ear monitors. The features of these monitors include 3 balanced armature drivers, 3-way crossover, replaceable braided cable, and it comes with 5 pairs of silicone ear tips. You also get an orange waterproof carrying case, and all of that together is $249 US on Massdrop. Check them out. Thanks for watching, guys. If this video sucked, you know what to do, but if it was awesome, get subscribed, hit the like button, or check out the link of where to buy it down in the description below. You can also see where to buy some awesome Linus Tech Tips or Linus Media Group inspired shirts down there, and you can also check out the forum thread where you can talk about how tired or satisfied you were after viewing this case. And if you want to see another video, check it up here. It is my review of the Enthoo Evolve TG.